Welcome to the weekend, everybody. Let's get it going with NBA action on 2K Sports. With Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge is with us as well. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Taking a look at Portland. They're in the upper part of the conference records right now, in 5th place.
And for the Trailblazers, most of the preseason predictions were right on the money when it came to them. I mean, a playoff contender, but not necessarily championship caliber.
Well, sometimes those teams that are on the edge can be the most dangerous. They play like they have something to prove.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. And for Miami, we've got Damian Lillard. Jaime Jaquez is out there with Adebayo. Then there's Edwards. And it's Capella in at the 5. Edwards, good. Instead, it seems like the key matchup tonight is down inside in the paint.
Oh, yeah, Kevin. Expect this one to be really physical. If either team backs down, they can just get run over tonight, but I don't expect that to happen. It's going to be a slugfest.
We love those kind of games. They're a lot of fun.
You aren't kidding.
Here's Lillard after the Trailblazers pick up 2. Shot clock at 6. Good on the shot.
Aggressive move by Lillard, attacking the heart of that defense.
And now, just over a minute played here in the first. Out to Porzingis. Here is Shakur. Porzingis with a screen on Edwards. A shot by Shakur, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Well, at the rate Adebayo scores, it's hard not to fall for that.
The Heat shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Good on the second free throw. Well, G.A. Adebayo came from very humble beginnings.
Yeah, raised by his mother. And Kevin, Bam's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard and now arguably a top 25 player.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, I was able to catch up with Eric Spoelstra a few minutes ago. He noted how much extra film they're watching heading into this. And one guy that jumped out at them was Kristaps Porzingis. He said scoring over that guy is a challenge. It's not just the size, it's how well he positions himself. And he's a patient shot blocker. He waits for you to make your move. We'll see how they approach it. Kevin?
Thank you, David. A shot by Shakur, no good.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Adebayo passes to Jaquez. Lobbed up there for Edwards. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Well, the athleticism Edwards has is off the charts. He makes those alley-oop catches look effortless.
And the first time out of the game called here for the Trailblazers. Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard to show you the teams leading the league in assists this season.
And contrary to what we see from other teams, this squad has no interest in playing strictly as individuals. Their assist numbers show what a cohesive bunch they are.
Porzingis sets the pick for Bledsoe. Here is Shakur. Over Edwards. And that one comes up a bit short.
Far from an ideal start, only 1 for 5. Let's see if they can turn it around.
Number 34. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And Miami has possession. Capella with a screen on Bledsoe. Takes a 3.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
Jaquez can't hit. Porzingis with a screen on Capella. Here is Shakur. Over Edwards. A basket by Shakur.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Here's Edwards. Capella trying to free himself up. Edwards, no good. Portland trails by 6. Bledsoe outside. 20 feet out. Rebound by the Heat.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here's Capella. Porzingis with the block.
Well, look, if you want to shoot over Porzingis, you got to create more space than that.
Jaquez the pass to Adebayo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Miami no good on that time either. Trailblazers have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That is his first foul of the game. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
And a chance here to take a look at the numbers for Anthony Edwards. Putting up about 25 points per game, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, he gives you something to build around night after night. Reliability is huge in this league.
Porzingis with a screen on Lillard, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Coach, at this stage of the season, are teams' identities that well-defined?
Well, Kevin, they better be. But if you don't have an identity at this point, I don't know how you're going to get one. Look, you're going to improve in whatever you do as the season goes on, hopefully. But your identity by now should be firmly established, what type of team you are and want to be. Teams that don't have that, they're in trouble.
This one for 3. Miami no good on that time either. The Trailblazers have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Outside for Bledsoe. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Lillard. His last outing, 16 points for him. Pass to Edwards. Trying to get something going, and Edwards slams it in.
Well, Edwards is such a strong player, skilled at absorbing contact and still finishing.
Screen by Porzingis. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Yeah, the drive to the bucket was great, but the finger roll was even better.
To the inside. Jaquez. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Well, night in and night out, Jaquez loves to attack the middle of that defense.
Releases. And again, it's Portland converting.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 9. The high post shot, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Edwards got 11 points. Up top, Porzingis. It's hauled in by Edwards. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Miami Heat. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Portland.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it will be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
Yeah, so kind of special to see how they match up. A lack of familiarity, both for the players and the fans.
And the defense knew they messed up there. Can't allow Dame to get his feet set.
Pass to Bledsoe. Here is Shakur. Screen by Porzingis. Shot clock at 5. A shot by Shakur, no good.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Jaquez outside. Wants to get it to Edwards and does. Down low. Here's Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Yeah, Lillard has those ups. He can get to the rim when he wants to.
And Stan, it seems like time and again, the Heat uncover those hidden gems. Turning unknowns into big contributors.
That's one of the things they do best, Kevin. The list of names like that is long. But look no further than Udonis Haslem, whose jersey they retired last season. Their hard work culture seems to breed those kind of success stories.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in. Bledsoe kicks to Portis. Portis a screen on Edwards. And it's Bledsoe, that time on the assist by Portis. And now just a 2-point Heat lead. Outside Edwards. Pass to Ware. Shoots the three. Bledsoe with the rebound. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Porzingis with the ball. Shoots over Hawkins. And again, it's Portland converting.
Tremendous focus from Porzingis on the jumper. The contact would throw most guys off balance.
Here's Hawkins on the money from 12 feet away. On the floor for Portland. Pass to Ware. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Outside, Dort. Here's Nwora. Adebayo down low. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. Well, we're used to the stretch big men these days, Stan. That's not Bam Adebayo's game, though. How is he still effective?
Well, Kevin, Bam is a highly skilled big in his own right. He just doesn't have the three-point shot, but he's got the ball handling, he's got the passing, and he's got the mid-range jumper, and he puts those things together into a very effective package.
Yeah, he has a good handle, doesn't he?
He's got a great handle.
And Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Tries it from 9. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Over in the corner, Lillard. Again, the miss by the Heat. Portland leading by 4. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, thanks. Bam Adebayo talked about how his mentality has evolved over his career. He said, shoot the ball. I feel like that's been my evolution. It sounds very simple, but I came into this league as a defender. I feel like the progression's been shoot the ball, worry about everything else later. Kevin?
He certainly, DA, is a two-way threat. Off target with his 3.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Dort finds Hawkins. Lillard outside. Steps back and shoots. That's good on the jump shot. Lillard's got 9 points.
And you can tell the defender not anticipating the step back. He was headed in the opposite direction.
Here's Kamare. And the layup's good off the glass. Kamare's got the lead up to 4 now for the Trailblazers. Lillard, the pass to Dort. Back to Lillard. The Heat need to get a shot off. Here's Dort. And it's Portland with the rebound. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And a lot of that was game plan, putting guys in a position to succeed, particularly on the offensive end.
And that was the kind of win a coach takes pride in. You lay out the strategy, and the players execute perfectly.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Edwards has come in for the Heat. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Here's Jaquez. He's coming off a 10-point game against New Orleans.
Well, and he was also doing a great job feeding his teammates, racking up the assists. So important to team chemistry.
Just 4 to shoot. Bangs home the trifecta. He has 7.
Well, Jaquez doesn't shoot a lot of threes, but he can hit those when he's feeling it.
Fires top of the key. Here is Shakur. Over Edwards. It's hauled in by the Heat. Adebayo's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
Lillard misses.
I think he got the shot he wanted inside, but somewhere on the play, he just lost focus.
And the conversation for Porzingis, coach, tends to always come back to health. And what a challenge that has been for him.
Yeah, Kevin, over his career, on average, he's missed about 30 games per season. But that's not an uncommon problem, as you know, for players who stand well over 7 feet tall.
He's off on the first.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
The Heat making a switch here. Dort's checked in. And the second free throw, good.
Yeah, Kristaps Porzingis, a solid shooter from the line.
Outside Edwards. It's Dort on the wing. Guarded by Bledsoe. Portland leading by 5. Here is Shakur. Edwards defending. Takes a shot at the elbow. And they'll get another chance. And Bledsoe has it in the corner. Here is Shakur. Over Edwards. From the top of the key, he buries it. He's got 11.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Here's the floater. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And despite his young age, Coach Van Gundy, Anthony Edwards' leadership qualities growing day by day.
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot of it's because he is great at both ends of the court. Confident, charismatic, upbeat. He's learning that delicate balance between taking over a game and bringing his teammates along for the ride. Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Now a look at the stats for Damian Lillard.
And suddenly his feel for the three-point shot has left him. It's been a tough go the past 5 games. The percentage from long range not close to what it was earlier, but he's not going to give up on it, and he'll try to get it going here tonight.
Here's Ware. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against New Orleans. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the quarter.
Now here's Bledsoe with the shot. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
And now let's take a look at a very well-rounded group of players. Shooting guards who can rebound with the big boys. Second is Anthony Edwards.
Well, it's not easy to do what these players have done in that area, strictly because of positioning. I mean, typically a 2-guard, you're not in tight when a shot goes up, so competing for rebounds is that much more difficult.
And you have to credit the 2 guards who are willing to come back and mix it up for a rebound. That attitude catches on for an entire team.
Here's McCollum. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. Here is Shakur. Edwards defending. Adebayo kicks to Lillard. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Shakur. It's stolen by Edwards. And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That is his first foul of the game. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Miami. Jaime Jaquez comes in for Dort. Back to Adebayo. The shot by Lillard, wide open. It's good. This game is all even. Lillard's got 5 points now in the quarter. Now here's McCollum. He picked up 18 points in their last win against the Clippers. Here is Shakur. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. 15 points in the game. Lillard against McCollum. Outside Edwards. 6 on the shot clock, and Edwards with the stuff.
Well, it might not be fair, but most nights we expect Edwards to put up big scoring numbers. That's what you ask of your stars.
Shakur kicks to McCollum. Puts one up from 19. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at Miami. Solid start to the season so far, sitting in 6th place.
And right now for Miami, most of the preseason predictions were right on the money when it came to them. I mean, a playoff contender, but not necessarily championship caliber.
Well, sometimes those teams that are on the edge can be the most dangerous. They play like they have something to prove.
Now here's Bledsoe. 14 points from him the last game against the Clippers. "16 feet away, and he gets the jumper to drop. And the Trailblazers lead by 2. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Heat. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Yeah, I think the perimeter game is what helped them in that one. Consistent from out beyond the arc.
Yeah, and what the heck were you supposed to do to stop him? Bucket after bucket from deep. Quite a show.
A shot by Shakur, no good. It could go. It's not going to go for him. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. It's the Trailblazers. They're up by 2. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Playing well on the road can be very difficult. They're doing a good job despite the challenges.
Away from home, they aren't letting. And guys, we're still in the early. Thanks for joining us.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
They've got Clint Capella. Bam Adebayo is out there with Jaime Jaquez. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Edwards in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Fires at the elbow. It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And that's one he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
Here is Shakur. He's guarded by Adebayo. A shot by Shakur, no good. Miami trailing. And for those of you tuning in, we're about a minute into the second half. It's stolen by Capella. Adebayo passes to Lillard. Outside Edwards for the lead. No good that time.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no airspace there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without a foul.
And while we got a chance, look at some numbers for Lillard. And his sweet shooting stroke places him in the top 15 league-wide in three-point percentage. You've got to play him tight.
And yeah, he's a true professional at the free throw line. It's a part of the game where he excels. You want him at the line for you in crunch time.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments.
Near the three-point line, it's Bledsoe. Jump shot is good that time. Bledsoe's got 7 points. Heat shooting not great, 40% for the game. Pass to Adebayo. Lillard left side. Porzingis with the block.
And just fast off the floor to challenge shots. Porzingis, this helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
Portland moving the ball around. Just 5 on the clock. Portland needs to get off a shot. And the wide open shot from Bledsoe. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Show us your move. There you go, everyone. Let's hear it for you.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Lillard from outside, and it's Portland with the rebound.
Well, 4 failed attempts to start this half. Not what they wanted out of the locker room.
Here is Shakur. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Back to Lillard. Six to shoot. And nothing is falling for him right now.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
It's Bledsoe on the wing. Drills the three-pointer. And now an 11-point Portland lead.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Inside, Edwards finishes strong.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. And as outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Well, you can see why he's a go-to guy for them. They trust in his ability to shoulder the offensive load.
And he gets the bucket. Edwards got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, I love when guys like Edwards work inside. Don't settle for jumpers. Get a solid look close to the rim.
Here's Porzingis. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense honest.
Pass to Adebayo. Shoots from the elbow. And it's Miami with another.
Yeah, that tweener proving no problem for Adebayo.
Now Porzingis. Capella covering. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin, we all know about what Heat culture means. Bam Adebayo says we share the ball, play together, and we know where the shots are going to come from. We're just blessed to have a team like this. Everybody buys in, everybody competes, and everybody wants to get the job done. Kevin, back to you.
They've got great chemistry. Thanks, David. And the Heat making a change here. Ware's checked in, and Portland with a change here, too. Portis is checked in. Outside, Edwards. Pass to Capella. Here's Ware. Jacks up a three. And again, Miami with the triple.
Yeah, such a sweet three-point stroke there. And it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
A basket by Shakur.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. Here is Edwards. And he converts the layup. Edwards got 10 points here in the second half.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today because without him, this thing would already be over.
On the court for the Trailblazers, Allen dishes to Bledsoe. And it's off from three-point range. To the middle. And finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Lift off, Mr. Dort. A one-way ticket to the rim.
Allen outside. Bledsoe outside. A three-pointer off the mark. The Heat trail by 13. Pass to Adebayo. Now here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Wow, this is how explosive Edwards can be. He finishes with such force at the rim.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. For Portland, they've gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. It's Bledsoe on the wing. Bledsoe with another miss.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not shake loose.
Here's Edwards. Jaquez right side. They get it back. Capella pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Capella's got his first 2 points. Bledsoe outside. Over in the corner, Allen. Porzingis sets the pick for Allen. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, and Porzingis is deceptively mobile at times, which makes him dangerous in pick and rolls.
Jaquez the pass to Edwards. Hey, Stan, I've always wondered, back when you were coaching, college or pro, what was your defensive philosophy?
Well, I think first of all, Kevin, we always wanted to take away the easy baskets. In other words, we're going to get back in transition, not give away fast breaks. We are going to try to protect the paint and make sure we're not giving away layups. And we didn't want to foul unnecessarily and give away free throws.
With the fadeaway. Yes, that goes in. And that's now 9 points for Jaime Jaquez.
Well, he's so smart. Jaquez Jr. has an impressive basketball IQ for his age.
Timeout Blazers. Damian Lillard's checked in for Dort. And Portland with a change here, too. Shakur is checked in. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Well, I was able to listen in on the Portland head coach talking to his team. He told them, don't look at the scoreboard. We have to play like we're tied. They want their team to sustain that level of effort, and we'll see how it works out. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Clock is at 3. Fades. Shot's good by Bledsoe. Bledsoe's got 12 points here in the second half.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
Knocks down the three ball.
Yeah, despite them being behind, he's been impressive, but he can't do it all by himself.
Looking to get it going, and the layup is good. And the Trailblazers lead by 10.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Porzingis.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Blazers.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And they've also made a point to protect the rim tonight. All game long, they've been challenging or blocking shots. And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
No doubt how much those boards impact the overall outcome. You can't give them extra chances.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Well, it's all due to his energy and effort, as well as how well he's been able to get ideal positioning on the glass.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Kicks it out to Lillard. Capella with it. Out guarded by Porzingis. Lillard outside. Oh, good on the triple. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock. Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Here's Edwards, and 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Porzingis.
Well, Edwards brings so much power to his game inside.
Anthony Edwards.
Free throw good, Edwards. And Edwards drops them both.
Well, you can tell this team looks to Anthony Edwards to set the tone on the floor. His intensity becomes their intensity, and let me tell you, his intensity is always high. Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
Kicks it out to Lillard. Miami no good on that time either.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Trailblazers.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket. Didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
Here's Porzingis. The fadeaway J off the mark. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Miami. Unable to get that one. Nice D from Porzingis. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Shakur kicks to Bledsoe. The 3 from Porzingis. No good on the shot.